Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at Travel with Col with a C-O-L, and today I'm in sunny beach in Bulgaria. So today on this tour I want to tell you about any misleading situations that you need to watch out for when you're here on holiday. I want to tell you the scams that you need to avoid here in sunny beach when you're here on holiday as well. And I want to give you money saving tips and tricks just so your money goes further on your holidays here when you come here to wonderful Bulgaria. Now I will say I do come here every single year. I absolutely love it in sunny beach. I love it in Nesebar in Bulgaria. It is just a fabulous place to come on holiday here. The people are very welcoming here, and there's a lot more positives than negatives to come here on holiday. So I do really like it, and I do recommend you come here for a holiday. Just watch out for these things when you come here on holiday. So you see lots of restaurants around, and some of the restaurants are doing the food on weight. So what they do is the price will be per 100 grams on the menu if you're ordering fish, for example, or sometimes with meat as well. And the price will be done on weight. So for example, I went to an Italian restaurant last year and the price was per 100 grams. I saw a sign outside and it said 7 leva for the pasta, but that was 7 leva for 100 grams of pasta, and pasta is quite heavy. So at the end of it, I got a bill for 21 leva for the pasta. So it's totally different to the promotion that was outside on the board. So it was a really, it was just a misleading situation really with the board outside. It was just near to the bus station where it happened, the bus station area. And that particular restaurant is closed down now, but a lot of restaurants do it here on weight. So always check the weight on the menu. Check how many grams that you get with your meal. Some meals might be 300 grams for one person, and another meal might be 600 grams, which would be more like for 2 people. And some situations would be for fish, where the price is based on how many 100 grams of fish you have. So it might be 300 or 400 grams, the weight of the fish that you're having. So you will pay 4 times the price. For example, if the price was 10 leva for 100 grams and you've had 400 grams, then you'd be paying 40 leva, which is just less than 20 pounds for your fish. What you need to watch out for as well is just unexpected charges really when you're on holiday here. And I just want to get straight into this and tell you what's happened at a number of different restaurants, cafes and bars here to me. So today, for example, I've gone for a cup of tea. Just behind me in the direction here, it's Sunny Beach South area here, just further across here, just past that casino hotel on the right side. And I've noticed in that place, for example, there was an extra 2 leva charge for milk with my tea. So they charge you in these restaurants. Some of these restaurants charge you extra money for things like milk to go with your tea. It might be 2 leva, which is just less than £1. There's an extra charge for sauce. I was in the Astra restaurant last year. There was an extra charge for sauce, for example. I asked for some sauce to go with my calamari, and there was an extra charge for the sauce. So just bear in mind there can be extra charges on top as well. And for things like music, the majority of places here do not charge you any money for the live music, but there is one pub, and a lot of people have reached out to me on comments on my other videos and on Facebook and everything else, and they've reached out and said there was an extra charge for the live music on top of their bill. That's not a normal situation. That's kind of, I would class that as a misleading situation, because you don't know until you get the bill that you're paying for the live music, you see. If they said to you when they enter the place, there is an additional charge of 12 leva for the live music, then that's very clear. Everything's transparent, and I have no problem with that at all. But I'd say it's kind of cheeky that they're adding that £6 or £5 charge on top of the bill for the music. Another thing you need to watch out for is international beers and known brands when you're going to bars and restaurants. It costs a lot of money here to buy international brands and international beers, international known names in terms of spirits, the names that you know and love. So for example, I was over here just now. You go further down this street, you turn off to the right side. I was in a bar over there, and a can of John Smith's was 12 leva, but the Bulgarian beer on the tap was 6 leva. So for example, you could have John Smith's, the Copperberg cider, that's 12 leva, so it's about £5.50, but yet the Bulgarian beer was like half the price. So if you go for Bulgarian drinks and Bulgarian products, it will be much, much cheaper. So ask for the local spirits if you want to save money. Ask for the local beers on the tap, because the foreign beers can be very expensive. I was in some bars on the seafront in the last days, for example, and the international beers were costing me 9 lever or 10 lever, some of them 12 lever for international beers, because they actually said to me, this happened for days and days in a row. I'd gone into the bars, I'd gone into the nightclubs, and the particular place said to me, we've run out of Bulgarian beer. So it leaves you in a situation where if you want to stay in that place, you have to pay for the international beer, and the international beer is almost double the price, or 30 or 40% more than the price. So yeah, try and drink local Bulgarian drinks when you're here. That's something I would try to do, guys. Stick to Bulgarian things when you're here, and there'll be better value for money. They tend to use a local form of spirits. It's called Savoy or Black Ram. They're kind of cheap brands, really. So when you buy a cocktail here, it will be like Savoy vodka, Savoy whiskey. It might be Black Ram. It might be Black Ram whiskey that you might not know that well. But I mean, it tastes okay if it's like mixed into a cocktail and everything else. So here we can see we've got the beach area just ahead. Just going over here, we've got the beach area, and we've got all the sand dunes and everything else. And one thing to have a think about when you go to the beach is, if you go, you want to avoid the paid area of the beach, go to the free area of the beach. So there's an area of the beach that is totally free, but the majority of the beaches here are paid areas owned by hotels and companies. So if you go on those areas, even with your towel, if you're in the paid area of the beach, you do have to pay money to sit in that area of the beach. Parasols cost 9 lever, which is about £4 or £4.50 or something like that. And a deck chair will cost you about 9 or 10 lever, which is about £4.50, or, you know, less than £4.50 possibly as well. But it can add up every single day if you're going to the beach, paying for parasols and deck chairs. So find where the free area is of the beach and go to the free area of the beach. You don't want to be wasting money going to paid areas of the beach. So another thing you want to watch out for here in restaurants and bars is when you see promotions outside, check what you get with that promotion. So yesterday, for example, I was down there yesterday and I was walking down the main strip on Flower Street, and I see a board outside and it said beer for 4 lever. I thought, wow, that's a really good deal, 4 lever, less than £2 for a beer. So I go into this place and I ask for the beer, and it turns out that's for a small beer that's 4 lever, but that's a small Bulgarian beer that was on the tap. So the next thing, I give her 5 lever to pay, and then she said, I'm sorry, but I have no change. So the situation that happened was she's got 5 lever, she had no change to give me, so I've just paid 5 lever for a small beer. So it's not so cheap as what I thought it was anymore. Another one to watch out for really is if you're paying by credit card, any mistakes or anything like that. A guy has reached out on my YouTube channel here, making a comment on one of my other videos that I posted in the last few days. And he said instead of being billed 16 lever, by a mistake, a credit card company have contacted him. He's billed 160 lever instead of 16 lever. So his credit card company were very good. They reached out to him. They said, is this transaction normal or whatever else? Because it seemed like a high price for 1 or 2 drinks or whatever it was. And he's reached out to me and said that this situation happened. So just be aware of that. That's not happened to me, so just be aware of that as well. The other thing to be aware of is actual extra charges at your hotel, because you know, you probably think you've treated yourself, you spent a bit of money on your hotel and everything, and you don't know how much money you've got left to spend. You're on a budget maybe for each day, how much you've got to spend. So something to consider is extra charges at your hotel. For example, I stayed in the Glarus Hotel last year, and the gym is 15 lever a day if you want to use the gym at the Glarus Hotel. That's the same at the Smart Line Meridian Hotel. They also charge 15 lever a day to use the gym there. So you get to these hotels and you think you've got this brilliant deal and everything, or a good deal, but there's a lot of extra charges on top of the price that you don't expect really. And they said, like, there's a daily charge to use the safe because there's no safe in the room. And the majority of places here only take cash, they don't take credit card. A big part of the economy here is running the black. Everything is cash here really. And what they said to me was, for the safe, you've got to pay. You've got to pay every single day to use the safe, a daily fee. So if you are paying 10 lever a day to use the safe and 15 lever a day to use the gym, then it can add up. So, you know, just make sure you bring enough spending money with you. Make sure you bring lots of pounds or euros with you, depending on where you're coming from, because you will need cash for a lot of things here. A lot of places here, they do prefer cash, and for me, it's absolutely fine. It's no problem at all to pay in cash, but just be prepared, bring cash with you. If you're going to use a credit card here and you want a fantastic rate, use a card like Starling Bank card. And Starling Bank will give you a big mega rate. It will give you, well, almost the exact rate on your money if you use a Starling Bank card. Use a Revolut Bank card as well. Revolut's very, very good. Extremely good rates for when you travel abroad. And Monzo. So Sunny Beach is just fantastic for shopping. You can buy the football t-shirts. You can buy the bags. I buy all the polo t-shirts here. You can buy the designer shorts here, your swimwear here. You can buy all kinds of gifts. You can buy absolutely everything here. But be aware, if products are for sale in the shops, it doesn't mean that you can take that product back to England, back to the UK or back to Ireland. Because basically what happened was, one of my customers, one of the chaps that is actually a subscriber on my YouTube channel, he said to me, his son has come on holiday here to Sunny Beach, and his son has bought a taser keyring and been arrested in the airport in Northern Ireland for having a taser keyring. Now, although you can buy that in the shop, that is totally illegal all over Europe to have that. So although the shop sold it to him, he's in a lot of trouble because you can't buy things here like taser keyrings. You might see knives for sale in the shops and pellet guns and things, but you can't take them home on the aeroplane. You just can't do that. That's not allowed. The next one, a bit further on this street now, we're going to come up to a currency exchange a bit further on here on the left side. See the sign where it says Crown there. Now, in terms of currency exchanges, you will get the best rate on your money if you change your money on Flower Street at the Cooperative Bank. The bank give you an absolutely fantastic rate, a very, very decent rate that these currency exchanges cannot compete with. The currency exchanges generally are giving you a very poor rate on your money. I've checked a lot of different currency exchanges this year. The best one was the Western Union opposite the bus station last year, but the Western Union's now closed down. So now I recommend you go to the Cooperative Bank to change your money. Now, when you're here, be careful with buying sun cream. Sun cream is mega expensive here in Bulgaria. Absolutely mega expensive. Some of the sun creams are 35 lever. Some of the sun creams are 40 lever, 50 lever. The Factor 50, one of them in one of the shops, was actually 50 lever, and it was a known brand like Nivea or whatever else, but the sun cream here is so expensive, so overpriced. Bring your own sun cream with you guys, and then you'll buy it for probably €5 or £4 back home, and you'll save yourself an absolute fortune. Now we're walking now towards the city centre, an area called Flower Street. Flower Street's got the bar street where all the bars and the clubs and the nightclubs are and everything. That's where it all goes on at night time on Flower Street. That's the fish spa there on the left side. And there's the cocktails on the menu. So they'll do the cocktails. A lot of bars here, ask them if they have a promotion 2 for 1. Because 50% of the bars here have a 2 for 1 promotion on cocktails, and you just might get lucky if you ask about any promotions outside. There's promoters outside who will give you a very good deal, and going with the promoters, you do tend to get yourself a discount. So there you can see one of the yellow taxis walking past there, just driving past there, sorry, in the distance. And taxis are expensive here, very, very expensive. There's no Uber, there's no Bolt, none of that. They are expensive here in the resort. You must negotiate. These are really cool. Look at these Hummers here. There's the taxis driving past there. Look at these Hummers here on the left side. Very, very cool. And there'll be a price label. There'll be a price label outside here somewhere as well. Let me just have a look and see. I'd recommend renting one of these. You do need your driving license to rent one, but for 70 lever, which is just over £30, you're going to get 60 minutes on one of those Hummers, and you get your holiday photos on it as well. So they are pretty cool. I have to say they are pretty cool. So yeah, you've got these shops here just on the right side selling all the excursions and everything else. So guys, do compare prices. The prices vary from shop to shop, and have a look and just see what offers they have. Most of them are quite reasonable really, but do compare prices just in case one's much more expensive than the other one. Hello mate, how much for 1 hour?
1 hour.
How much?
50 less, no more now.
Yeah, but for 1 hour, how much?
1 hour, 100 less.
100 lives, yes. And for 50 lever, 20 minutes?
20, 30 minutes.
20, 30. What do you see on this?
Sunny beach now.
Everything or Nesibar?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, so they do the horse and cart there. So what you do is you just ask them the price before you go on it. So you have a set price agreed, and then you can go on the horse and cart like he says. The other day, there was another horse and cart guy. He offered me 120 lever for 1 hour. So that's what he was offering. The prices seem to vary, I guess, depending on which one you're going to use. Now, there's also a tourist train here that goes around the resort. And the tourist train takes you up to Nesibar, for example, from the center. You can get the tourist train from Sunny Beach North, where I was yesterday, but that only stops at the Kuban Hotel. So it doesn't actually go up to Nesibar where I stay. So you pay 6 lever, you get up there to the Kuban Hotel, and then you change onto another train that takes you up to New Nesibar. And then you get up to the entrance, the start of Nesibar, like New Nesibar area where you've got all the hotels and all that. But you have to change onto another train then. You have to change onto another train then to actually get to Old Nesibar. So you might find that you're using 2 or 3 different trains. Each one is 6 lever, so be prepared to pay 2 or 3 times to actually get to Old Nesibar. You've got all the shops here selling all the copies and everything else. I'd advise you to negotiate really. If there's one you like and you think the price is a bit higher than usual, just negotiate. If it's 35 lever, I'm sure they'll accept 30 lever off you if you negotiate there as well in these shops. But going back to the taxis, the taxi prices vary everywhere all the time. I've asked taxi drivers different prices. The other day I asked to go to Nesibar. He said 40 lever, but then he said to me, do you want Old Nesibar or New Nesibar? So he's asking me, the price is different to go from Old Nesibar to go to New Nesibar, which was kind of confusing. And then if you get there and you've not agreed a price to go to Old Nesibar, when you get there, your price will be higher because he's only taking you to New Nesibar. So you have to be clear when you get into the taxi. And the prices completely vary with all the different taxi drivers. The prices are very high. There's no Bolt, there's no Uber, there's no taxi applications, there's no cheap taxi companies that I know about here. If you have any information about cheap taxi companies, please make a comment to help the tourists, because taxis are a nightmare here in the resort. So guys, if you want to see more of my guided tours from Sunny Beach and from Bulgaria and from many, many other countries as well, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Travel with Col, and that's Col with a C-O-L. And guys, please give me likes because it makes the video go high, and please make some comments as well, guys. Thank you very much for watching today. Cheers guys, thank you, bye bye.